Hello all, myself Mithra.B Assistant Professor from Department of Commerce, Digital Marketing and Data Mining at Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Today in this lecture video, we are going to talk about Indian economy. The Indian economy is far the most important aspects of our country itself. We begin to learn about primary classes of history, then take an interest in participating a political discussion, understand the national current GDP, growth rate and means of economic development. If one wants to understand how India works or where it stands in the worldwide forms, learning and knowing about the Indian economy is where you start. As per Indian Economy 2020, the country has a middle income developing market economic type. Based on nominal GDP, India is the sixth largest, whereas by PPP, it is the third largest. Since the independence of India 1957, when the condition of India's growth and economies were bad, government had invested policies, passed schemes and made laws and created acts just to increase and better the country's GDP growth rate. The India economy is where the heart of the country lies. Since 21st century, India were witnessed GDP growth rate from 6% to 7%. And after China, India is now the second fastest country which has been showing real sign of economic growth. The basic and simple reason behind Indian economic positivity is that it has huge population and low dependency ratio. India's 70% of GDP is affected and driven by domestic private consumption of things, sectors and traders. According to Indian Economy 2020, the largest and most influential economy partner of the India is United States, China and United Arab Emirates and Switzerland, Germany, Hong Kong, Indonesia, South Korea and Malaysia. According to this report, 2019 to 2020, these foreign countries have invested 74.4 billion in India for trade and businesses. The service sector, which is one of the most important sector for India's growth and income, is responsible for 50% of India's GDP income. The service sector is also one of the fastest and largest growing sector of India's current situation. After the service sector, the other two sector which also determines the country's income rate or the industrial and agricultural sector. Some important government steps are taken for the Indian economies are: in May 2021, the government made and invested rupees 2,250 crores for the development in the horticulture sector. The number of foreign companies set up in India is also increasing. National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development will provide non-recourse infrastructure financing. It will also support, fund and encourage projects from first quarter 2022 to 23 by investing up to 4 lakh crores. India is expected to attract investment of around 100 billion in developing the oil and gas infrastructure between the period of 2019 to 23. Some recent economic highlights. India exports in various merchandise traders witnessed 299.74 billion in US dollar from April 2021 to December 2021. India's GST revenue collection got 15% rise and stood rupees 1.38 trillion, which in US dollar is $18.42 billion in January 2022. India saw consumer price index by 5.20 in 2021 April to 2022 December. The foreign portfolio investor invested an estimated rupees 50,000 crores, which is 6.68 billion in US dollar in India. These are some highlights in our Indian economy in the recent past years 2021, 2022 and 2023 and the upcoming 2024 also. So these recent highlights makes the economy to get developed, and also it makes to make profit in the upcoming futures also. This is the overview of Indian economy. Thank you.